How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with new beer time. Beer I've never had before time from a brewery I've never heard of before time. In the form of Berthoud Brewing Company, it is their Railbender. It's a 7%. I looked it up because sometimes I do research. It is a 7% Scotch Ale, wee heavy. Yeah, never heard of these guys before. They're based out of Colorado, Berthoud, Colorado. I'm probably butchering that name, but Liesel's uncle, well, kind of my uncle too, came in from Colorado. They had to come into town, and I don't know, their whole family knows I like beer, so he brought me a couple beers back, and this is one of them. So yeah, gonna dive into this sucker. Berthoud Brewing Company, it's Railbender, 7% alcohol by volume. They didn't put a date on here when it was crowlered, but I assume it was relatively recent. Done, you know. Crowler design is okay. Nothing blowing me away. So we're talking about a wee heavy, a Scotch ale. Could go a lot of different ways. It could be just a strict, rich, malty endeavor. Just a heavy shilling ale, or it could be a little bit peat mossy, a little bit kind of, band-aidy, a little bit smoky. There's a lot of different ways you can go with these kind of. I don't know what they classify it as, a wee heavier Scotch ale, but yeah, you can go a couple different directions. But man, that is classic color for a wee heavy Scotch ale. It looks dark, and on camera you're probably not going to get it. Maybe you will, but it's just the richest of reddish of mahoganies. I mean, it's got a subtle. So I was going to say it has a subtle haze to it. It doesn't. It's clear. It's going to be crystal clear, soft, subtle carbonation, and just a rich, deep red mahogany hue to it. So I mean, it looks spot on, exactly what most classic kind of Scotch ales and wee heavies look like. So let's get a nose. Yeah, I mean, there's no tricks being pulled here. Rich, soft, slightly caramel malts, a subtle like smokiness, a very, very subtle smokiness. Nothing too crazy. Man, it almost smells like it's lagered, to be honest with you. I don't think it is, but it actually has that vibe to it. But yeah, rich, soft, slightly caramel malts with maybe just a touch of like red fruit, like cherry to it, and just a little bit, a touch. I mean, very subtle kind of smokiness and a maltiness. Nothing too crazy though. Smells like wee heavy. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. Pretty much follow suit in the taste. Maybe just dial everything up a little bit bigger than what the nose led you on to believe. You're getting that rich malt in there. I wouldn't say it goes more caramel. Probably a little bit more just base kind of brown sugar, but not super aggressive. There's a sweetness to it, but not overly sweet. There is that little bit of smokiness. Definitely comes through in the taste. A little bit bigger in the taste. There's almost like a soft sulfur to it. That's what's reminding me of kind of being a lagered beer. But I don't think it is. But it's not a negative thing either. It just gives you this soft, like smoky character to it. Very, very gentle. You wouldn't even be able to. I wouldn't even call this a smoked beer. It just almost has a subtle smoke character to it. Really nice creamy mouthfeel to it, and that kind of allusion to that soft red fruit, that little bit of soft, unripened kind of cherry red fruitiness is definitely there in the taste. So it's quintessential. It's textbook. It's exactly what a Scotch ale / wee heavy is supposed to be. Without any surprises. No frills, nothing crazy. It doesn't lean too heavy on the smoke or get peaty or anything like that. It doesn't get like to the point where it's almost a barley wine or even a doppelbock or anything kind of crazy beer-wise. It's just a rich, nice, big, hefty, shilling beer that is exactly what that name is supposed to be. The wee heavies, a lot of people throw a lot of different curveballs at them nowadays with adjuncts and barrels and stuff, which I absolutely adore. I love it when it's done well, but to have one that's very kind of pure and to the point, it's pretty damn nice. A little smoke character builds with every sip, and it builds as everything kind of washes away that sweetness. Just washes away off your palate. That subtle, very subtle, slight smokiness is left behind. I kind of dig that. I'm not a big smoke beer guy. I'm just not. But when you show it in a very soft, subtle, gentle way like this, I'm all in. So yeah, this is a really tasty beer. I mean, I love me Scotch ale wee heavy. So when they're done well and they're done right, they really kind of sing to me. And this one's doing that. So I kind of really dig it. Yeah, good beer. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better Scotch ale wee heavies that I've had as of late. Yeah. Especially in the base format. Like I said, a lot of the ones that I've had as of late, Monday Night Brewing sent me some. A couple other people have given me some beers and Scotch ales that have been duggeried, if you will. That has a lot of different stuff going on. This one's a little bit straight and to the point, and that's not too shabby, and that's a good thing. And it's one of the tastier of the bunch. Value and availability, no idea. It was given to me. Maybe somebody out there in Berthoud Brewing or somebody out there in Colorado can let us know what. I mean, it's a crowler. It's probably anywhere between $8 to $12. That's my guess. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. If you like Scotch ales, I mean, done. I mean, it is textbook. You look it up, flip it. I wouldn't be surprised, being where they are in Colorado, if this is like won some kind of medal for being a Scotch ale, NGABF, just because they're so close, and it's literally the Merriam-Webster dictionary version of what a Scotch ale should be. So if you dig that, you'll dig this. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice Scotch ale right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.